Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am bringing to you the most intense leg and booty workout I've had in a very long time. And let me tell you something real quick. When I tell you my legs and my booty were on fire and were sore, you best believe that you need to try this workout. So the first thing I want you to do is obviously activate. If you need any activations, just go over to my Instagram account and I post loads there for the booty. Once you've activated and warmed up your muscles adequately enough, we are going to jump into a triple drop set. And essentially this means that I want you to perform 10 reps at a heavy weight, then drop the weight but still perform another 10 reps at a more moderate weight, and then finally a further 10 reps at a lighter weight. And we are beginning to do this on the leg extension. And my legs were burning, I was crying, my soul was hurting, but it was worth it. I want you to repeat this 3 times, so 3 sets. As you can see here, I'm keeping my feet pointed upwards so I can definitely contract my quads as much as possible, and I'm trying to keep my head straight forward. I don't want it swinging left or right. Keep a neutral spine as much as possible. This is definitely a challenging exercise. As you can see here, I'm taking breaks in between. I'm also touching my quads just to massage them a bit because, oh my god, I didn't know what else to do. I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, hello, are you still there? Because I can't feel you anymore. And as you can see as well, I'm lifting my bum a bit off the chair, and I want you to try and avoid doing this. But when you've done about 1,000,000 reps, it's just very difficult. It's very, very difficult, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. We are going to now move on to another triple drop set, but this time on our hamstrings. Moving on to a triple drop set on our hamstring. This is a lion hamstring curl. If you have a machine version of this, this will be so much easier. As you can see here, I'm using plates. So what that means is I'm gonna have to get up, move the weights off, slide them off, try not to like aggressively knock them off. I know a lot of people show a lot of anger in the gym with their weights, but just be a little bit gentle and just slightly knock them off. Be kind to the ground, and then just hop back on and repeat another 10 reps. I mean, I do wish this was a machine and I could just easily transition the weights, but this also allows me to have a little bit of a break in between. One thing I also want you to focus on is really trying to take your time with this exercise. Yet again, I was rushing during the end because I was really struggling. I'm not gonna lie, as you can see, this isn't something that I found easy. I'm gonna show you when I'm gonna struggle because look, I want you to struggle too. I'm not gonna be in this alone. I also really want you to squeeze your hamstrings as much as possible. My bum does lift slightly upwards, so try and keep your knees off the bench, which will help you target your hamstrings much, much more. Moving on to sumo deadlifts, and this for me is definitely my favorite type of deadlift, and then the stiff leg deadlift is as well amazing. But with sumo, I find that I get such a big contraction in my glutes and hamstrings, and this is definitely what we're going for with this workout. I want you to externally rotate your feet outwards so they're pointing outwards, so you are in a sumo position. When you're lifting the weights, make sure that you are pulling for your hamstring and your glutes as well. Squeeze at the top, but remember never to over hyperextend, which means to basically thrust forward. You want to keep your spine as neutral as possible, and as you can see, my neck and my head is following the direction of my spine, so we're keeping a neutral base at all times. Moving on to the queen exercise of glutes, and you are not prepared for what I'm going to throw your way because I was dying when I was doing this exercise. I don't know what possessed me to do a pyramid set, but it felt amazing afterwards. A pyramid set is essentially where you start off with a lighter weight and you perform more reps. You then add more weight and perform less reps. For example, here I'm starting off with 15 reps at a lighter weight, and then now, as you can see, I've added an extra plate on either side of my barbell, and I'm going to be performing 12 reps. I will then move on to add in another plate on either side of the barbell and perform 10 reps, 8 until I get to 6 reps. You can go on to 4 and even a 1 max rep if you have it in you, but I did not have it in me. Now remember, when you're hip thrusting, to always tuck your chin nicely into your chest. Try and look forward at all times, but I know it's difficult when you're struggling. And as you can see here, I'm scooping my tailbone in like an ice cream scooper. That's why I always imagine. Thrust up and then bring the weight down. What I've learned when it comes to hip thrust is to definitely experiment with the correct height when it comes to the bench. Try it lower, try it higher, see what works for you. I'm shorter, so I always like the bench to be a little bit lower, as you can see here. If you are taller, maybe just lift it slightly more. Remember, everyone is different and unique, so just experiment and take your time. You know, I had to find the right height for me with loads of trial and error, so don't be disheartened if you can't feel this exercise just yet. Just experiment around. Final exercise is going to be elevated sumo squats, and I absolutely love this exercise. Take your time when you bring in the weight back up and contract your glutes as much as possible. This is a great burnout. If you do about 20 reps, 3 sets, you are going to burn and pump those glutes as much as possible. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you want me to do more of these videos, and remember that I love you always and forever. Okay, Krissy, you can stop now. Okay, stop. Okay, bye.